If you are a hedonist, you should be driving something like this. The Audi TT was born to satiate man's need for speed and beauty. If it's a beautiful day and you have an open road ahead of you, you need something like this. If a sports car is what your heart desires, then your fingers should be pointing in the direction of this Audi TT. It's lightweight, it's compact, and it's drop-dead gorgeous. And also it has adequate power to make you feel that you are really behind the wheels of a true sports car. The Audi TT was born at the turn of the century to impress upon the world that Audi too could make some stylish cars. And it did prove the point as it rolled out of J. May's design studio, the designer who in a way put Audi in the design forefront during his stint at Audi. The TT was compact, stylish with flowing lines, and in short, what an affordable sports car should be like. At the time of its launch, many power-starved drivers blamed it for its lack of performance and also being too petite, which implied it was only meant for the wins. But times changed, and today the TT has evolved in every way. What I have with me here today is the Audi TT with the S badging. The S stands for the competition or the sports pack, which in turn means that the car comes with black bumpers, the black 17-inch alloy wheels, the mirrors surround here too in black, and as you walk towards the rear of the car, the twin exhaust and the rear spoiler too in black. All this black garnishing has really made the car stand out and, in my opinion, a little more attractive. What I really like about this Audi TT is its compact size, and this is what makes it so easy to drive even on an everyday basis and in city traffic. And there is adequate power coming from under the bonnet. Every time you find an open stretch of road and you blip the throttle, the traffic behind you becomes an instant blur, and I like that. This TT is powered by a 2-liter petrol engine which churns out 211 brake horsepower. Now, you might say that this is not enough for a sports car. But if you say that, you're forgetting that this engine is mounted on an extremely light body. The body is made out of aluminum and it weighs only about 206 kgs. And this translates into a very nice power-to-weight ratio. Manages to do the 0 to 100 kilometer sprint in just a shade over 5.5 seconds, and that's not too bad for a car this size. The engine is mated to a 6-speed S-tronic transmission which transfer power to the wheels through an automatic transmission which you can also shift into a manual mode. And you have paddle shifts here for the quick shifts. If you really want to catch the action in this Audi TT, you have to switch on to the sports mode and see the juices flow. The suspension stiffens up and the engine power is remapped and it becomes a whole lot more linear and fast and furious and a true sports car. And the exhaust note also changes. In fact, it becomes audibly louder when you put it into the sports mode. And I feel that is only for good, because otherwise the exhaust sounds a bit too insipid. I would have preferred a slightly louder exhaust. This TT also comes with what Audi calls the Quattro or the all-wheel drive system. What the Quattro does is pretty simple. In case it detects any slippage on any of the wheels, it instantly supplies power, making it an all-wheel drive car. For normal, everyday use, power is fed only to the two front wheels. Over the years, the car has evolved so much that I must truly confess that I've started liking this quite a bit. Okay, it's not a supercar which will do 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye. Instead, it takes a shade over 5.5 seconds, which in itself is not bad enough. And then it also handles quite well with the Quattro system. And in fact, there is a bit of practicality thrown in. The interiors of this Audi TT is quite inviting, and keeping to its sports cars tradition, is quite sporty. The nice chunky leather-wrapped steering wheel design in Formula 1 style feels quite good to hold. So is the sporty instrumentation with chrome ring dials, and the aluminum pedals here add to that touch. The bolstered seats hold you in place during tight cornering, and the best part is that the TT also comes with 2 race seats. Okay, they are cramped and I don't think I will be able to get in there, but that's good enough for a toddler or a small pet. There is a boot with 270 liters of space, which might come in handy if you drive out of town for your overnight bag. But the best part of driving this is the way she looks. If you want heads to turn in your direction, this one will do it for you with ease. The Audi TTS line is priced at over Rs 57 lakhs in Mumbai. And this comes complete with the sports pack. And for a sports car which can flaunt both its looks and performance, this is not unreasonable. Especially considering that there is no other sports car available in India in this price band. As I told you in the beginning, if you are slightly hedonistic and you want to make pleasure a part of your life, then look no further. This TT here should do the trick. She's compact, she's fun to drive, and absolutely gorgeous to look at. And what I really like about her is the air of practicality. She has 2 seats in the back, a boot, okay, a small one, but then a boot is a boot, and a high enough ground clearance. She doesn't really scrape against all the speed breakers, which can't be said about the other high-performance sedans in this bracket. So if you have outgrown the sedans and the compacts in your life and you want to get a car which is fun to drive and turn heads in your direction, and yet it will not cost you as much as a supercar will, then you will do well to have a look at this one.